This is a good time to share an example of primer and joint compound getting poor adhesion and peeling from, I'm pretty sure, what's a plaster wall. So I've got mud mixed up in a pan. It's 90-minute mud, quick set. It's already mixed up, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking right at this moment. I want to get right into a couple steps and then I'll explain what I'm doing. So I peeled this back yesterday and I figured I'd leave a little bit for the video in case any more peel off. I'll explain here in a minute what happened a little better. I don't want that mud hardening up in the pan. Just trying to get anything loose. So last night I came up here. I've been rolling the joint compound with a roller and a knife for the first layer. And that's the all-purpose with more glue in it. I came up here last night, a lot of it had dried. I was coming up to get streaks like that. Light's causing me a problem with the shadows. So I was scraping away these streaks like this. Just coming up and scraping them away, and when I did, it peeled a big piece off of there. So I'm kind of glad it happened. It let me know there's bad adhesion. So I started scraping at it, and most of this is what I got off last night. So I think it's pretty good at this point. I'm gonna go ahead and get the glue on it. I'm using wood glue. You can see that, plenty of wood glue, tight bond 3, I think. I've got it in this pan. Mostly glue, slight bit of water, not much water at all, just enough to liquefy it just a little bit more. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this glue on here. I'm gonna need to give this a few minutes to let it start to kind of set. So I don't want to let it completely set and start curing, but give it just a few minutes. So I'll talk here in a second more about what's going on. Okay, that should be good. Keeping it thin, but pretty heavily coated. All right. Yeah, so here's a sample of what came off and what I'm suspecting. Let me stir this pan of mud real quick. All right. So what I'm suspecting happened, I should add that I had wiped this down with a wet rag too last night, so I had cleaned it up some. I had a couple theories doing this room. I wasn't sure with that plaster. It had all been scraped down, so with the debris and dust, I went with primering at first, and as you can see here, that primer stuck and just came right off. So this is primer and all-purpose joint compound on this piece. And that primer didn't stick, no adhesion. So hindsight, maybe when I scraped the room, I should have maybe just wet ragged the whole room and then went straight to the joint compound. I was kind of torn between primering it for better adhesion with the joint compound or not primering and been worrying about poor adhesion with just going straight with the all-purpose. But I didn't want to do this. This would be the best method, but I didn't want to do this to the entire room. This is not the first time I saw this. The other room I worked on upstairs, I ran into a patch that was actually pretty big. This is about a foot diameter, so give you a better idea of the size. The one in the bedroom, I started scraping at it and it came back 2 or 3 feet wide, I'd say. Pretty big. So pretty simple fix. I'm glad it actually happened now instead of later down the road. I've scraped streaks everywhere in the room. This is the only spot I've seen it so far. So hopefully it stays the only one. So getting ready to put I've got quick set now, 90-minute quick set. Heavy on the glue in this mix. Took a water bottle and about 2 scoops of the quick set. Took a water bottle, heavy dose of glue in it, and mostly water though for this. I've used most of it, so you see it's pretty watered down, but just to help the adhesion there. So what I'll do now is go ahead and start getting the mud on the wall. It looks it's drying around the outside edges. So I'm going to get this mud on there. This may not work for you or be the smartest method. I've still got, this was the first layer rolling. If you don't know what I'm talking about, other people could show you in videos. Rolling joint compound and then going back over it with a knife. So I still have 2 stages of that to do. The way this wall was, I chose to do 1 layer of all-purpose with the most glue for adhesion. Then I'm going to go back over it. Same method, rolling and knife with the +3. And I'll scrape away the streaks then. And then from there, I'll come with a layer of the lightweight topping mud. And that'll all get sanded down after that, primered and painted. So if you're not doing all these steps, this might not be the best method for you. This is what I'm doing. In my other bedroom that I did this in, I haven't noticed any problems. So hopefully this helps somebody. Keep it somewhat thick on there, but not too thick. Actually looks pretty good how I want to leave it, so. Yeah, even with the glue, I could sand it if I needed. I don't think I'll need to, because I'm still going to do a layer of +3, followed by a layer of the lightweight topping mud. So I'm going to cut this video off. Have any questions, put it in the comments. I could answer it a little bit better. I'm going to use this mud I have mixed up in the closet on a couple spots in there that I'm touching up. So I'm going to keep moving. So hope this possibly helps somebody. If you have any better ideas, let me know. Other than that, have a great day. Thanks.